So it's been a minute since I made a video. I've been so fucking busy this week. It's unbelievable. So many different things were due for my classes that, first of all, I knew were due. Second of all, I didn't think were due, but were due. And then there was other things where I had stuff that was due the next week, but I ended up thinking it was that day. I ended up writing a lab report for fucking 8 hours just to find out that it wasn't due that Wednesday. It was due next Wednesday. So I wasted hours upon hours of my time just doing that. But this is relevant because during the downtimes that I had when I wasn't working or when I wasn't driving myself fucking crazy doing shit, I was playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on my Switch. And I've been kind of using it to pass the time for when I have free time to kind of get ready for Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which just came out last night at midnight. So today is the release day for it. But like I said, I've been playing Ultimate lately to kind of like curb the free time that I have. And it's terrible. It's so bad. I think I should start this video off by giving some context, and this context comes from Melee, actually. I originally started playing Melee like years ago, but I didn't start playing it seriously until about a few months before Ultimate came out. I play Captain Falcon. He's my main in the game, and if you know anything about Captain Falcon, you would know that his combos have to be very, very perfect, essentially. You need to be frame perfect with a lot of things. You need to be really, really good at reading. You have to be just all around ahead of the game or ahead of the opposite player in order to play Falcon properly, or else you just kind of end up getting destroyed because his up B to get back on stage is pretty ass. And he can be ledge guarded fairly easily by people who have swords, so any sword character essentially, which Smash Ultimate has like 30 fucking different sword characters. And honestly, I'm exaggerating right now, but if I go on the game, I could probably count somewhere near that. So yeah, I started playing Falcon a long time ago, and I started getting everything, going. In Melee, I thought I was a pretty good Falcon. I wasn't bad or anything like that. But when Ultimate came out, I started playing Falcon as well. And it didn't really occur to me how awful the online is for the game until I started playing Falcon online. And I wanted to make a video about this because it's been like the main game that I've been playing for the past week, and it's so unbelievably fucking bad that it's almost unplayable with certain characters. As a Falcon main, you kind of have to focus on reading other people and getting your combos proper. It's not really easy to hit any kind of knee of justices anymore like you could in Melee. It's a lot harder to get set up for a kill, in my opinion. And the problem with Ultimate is the lag online. It makes it nearly impossible for you to get this kind of momentum going when it comes down to it. It sucks. It's not really a great time, honestly. It's kind of strange to go up against like every single sword character in the game anytime you want to play. Like if you want to play like 10 games, let's say, you're going to go up against a sword character. So already as a Falcon main, you have literally no fucking chance if they're like actually good. The ledge guards with sword characters are unbelievable, and the neutral game is automatically like in their favor right off the bat. It's why Marth had a 60% win rate against Falcons, just because of the range he has and that tipper. But what makes it way worse is the fact that the buffer system online is so unbelievably bad, on top of the, for whatever reason, awful ping matchups. So you end up playing a game with people that you end up either lagging the entire time or getting these lag spikes every once in a while. And the thing that makes it really, really terrible is the fact that it could totally cut your momentum in half. And this is super relevant to Falcon because since his kill setups and his best chances of getting any kind of like solid percent on somebody involves doing a kind of combo, just a little half second of loading in the game can make you completely lose your momentum, and they can just air dodge out of it or some nonsense like that. There's been so many times where I've done a grab into a down throw into a short hop nair, but ended up just completely undercutting the hop because there was a little lag spike and they ended up going a lot higher than I initially expected. So it's just super awkward to play against these people, and it's come with a fairly huge problem. And the problem is people will end up using very gimpy characters to try and fucking cheese wins out of other people, and it's horrible. I think the people that I play online the most are either Fire Emblem characters or like Ganondorf and Donkey Kong, and that's specifically because obviously the two heavies are extremely strong, so you can already just pull out smash attacks and hope for some kind of lag spike to just end up connecting with your smash and almost securing a kill, or with the sword characters just because of the immense amount of range. But there's very clearly this huge problem online. There's clearly people just gimping wins and cheesing this game to fucking shit. If you literally just go online and play one game, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like if you play against the Ness, they're just gonna fucking PK fire the whole time. If you play against a Lucas, they're gonna PK freeze the whole time. If you play against the fucking Ike, they're just gonna up B the whole time. It's insanely fucking aggravating. It's so repetitive that it's like, it almost makes you not want to play. But my biggest gripe with the entire thing is the fact that Nintendo just keeps releasing characters rather than actually fixing the problem. There's very clearly a huge issue online with connectivity, and there's seems to be nothing that stands in the way of two horribly connected players getting together and playing with immense ping. There really needs to be some kind of system that matches low ping games with each other in order to get a low lag game or a low latency game. But for whatever reason, Nintendo just won't fix this obvious problem, and it's super annoying and just makes me not want to play the game. I can't even tell you how many times I've wanted to play Melee rather than Ultimate, not only because I love Melee more than Ultimate, but because online Ultimate is just annoying. It's just aggravating, and all it is people just throwing out the same moves over and over and over and hoping for a win. Or just cheesing the buffer system, because the second you click right trigger, let's say you want to air dodge or something like that, it'll come out like 5 seconds after you press the button because the buffer system's so unbelievably terrible in online. I wish instead of constantly releasing characters, Nintendo would just fix this problem. Hopefully something happens in the future where the online could get changed, but honestly, I wouldn't put it past me if it doesn't, because Smash 4's online sucks ass, and that was the last Smash game, and Smash Ultimate's online sucks ass, and it's been out for like 2 years now. So I wouldn't put it past me if I didn't see them do anything about the online and just leave it the way it is when this is obviously a clear fucking issue. It would be really nice if Nintendo actually listened to their fan base for once and did exactly what their fans actually wanted, because for whatever reason they just constantly take this route of let's not listen to the people that literally purchase our products and just go our own route and just kind of take any kind of way that we want to take our own company, which is great and all, but the thing is, like, you're not going to end up giving people what they want and you're just going to end up aggravating everybody in the long run. Another thing about the online is the fact that for whatever fucking reason there's preferences rather than actually having a normal matchup. And for those of you who haven't played Smash or just don't own the game or whatever the fuck, then I'll explain real quick. And essentially what the preferences are for online is you select what kind of settings you would like to play for the game. So like typically people will do a 3-stock match with like 8 minutes, let's say. But the thing about it is it's a preference. So if the other person doesn't have that, what ends up happening is the game basically just RNGs 50% and ends up just grabbing someone else's preferences. So it's like, let's say you have the 3-stock 8 minutes, like I just said, and someone else has items on, all stages on, you're just going to end up having this 50% chance of actually playing the game that you want to actually play, rather than just constantly playing the game mode that you would like to play. Now, I think what Smash tried to do was remedy this by adding the one-on-one tournaments, but ended up just being a weird and awkward flop because the online still fucking sucks. Everybody in those tournaments uses fucking Ganondorf or some completely fucking annoying character to play against, like Sonic, and that's like a whole nother video. I fucking hate Sonic, and anybody who's played against Sonic probably feels exactly the same way. But the thing about these 1v1 tournaments is that they're usually 2 stocks. They're typically not 3 stocks, which is what they should be. I don't know if that's to save time or something like that, but that's kind of bullshit. I really don't think that 2 stocks is enough for a full game, especially one that implies a tournament standard. It doesn't make any sense at all, and it actually just doesn't really help many people. All it does is get people to use the buffer system against their other player or gimp the shit out of them again with heavies or nonsensical characters to play against, like Little Mac. And it just ends up not being a very fun time for everybody, and I don't understand why Nintendo won't just fix this. I don't understand why they can't just fix online, call it a fucking day, and then just continue updating the game. I really don't think it would use up a lot of their resources to make the game a lot better for everybody else and turn off the fucking stupid ass preferences for online. What even is that? Why am I searching randomly online to have a 50% chance of playing the mode that I want to play or playing the preferences that I want to fucking play on, when I can play any other video game like basically in the world and select one game mode and know exactly what's going to come out of that game mode the second I fucking press on it? It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why they do it like this. There should be a game mode that says one-on-one, 3 stock, let's say 10 minutes. I don't understand why they just won't do this kind of shit. I don't understand why they won't just listen to their fan base and fix the problems that they very clearly have. I don't know if they're just focused on doing the things that make money, which is what it seems like, because if you don't buy the fucking fighter pass, you're essentially just calling yourself fucking out and you're just not going to have any good chance against anybody. Joker's one of the fucking best players in the entire game, and you can't unlock Joker unless you pay money. Like, that's pay to win. That's essentially what pay to win is. If you have an actual tier list of characters that genuinely make sense, and you put one character above everybody that's a DLC character, you are paying to win. That is textbook pay to win. You are paying to have the ability to play a character that is fucking very, very good. Absolute garbage fucking business model, and I seriously wish that they would get rid of it, but for whatever reason, they just won't. They just want to do it, makes money, and they just want to keep having Smash as a party game, which I know that's what Masahiro Sakurai wants. I understand. I get that he wants it to be a party game and not a competitive game. But you're not making anybody happy by having fucking garbage online and adding characters that are aggravating as fuck to play against. There are so many characters in the roster that it makes absolutely no fucking sense to keep adding more. Having like 80 fucking characters to play doesn't make a game fun. Just because you add things to a game doesn't make it fun. It's the way you add things to a game that contribute to the game's base as a whole that makes it fun. Just because you say, oh, look, here's an extra gun, let's say in a game of Call of Duty, that doesn't mean the game is better because you added a gun. If anything, that means you've just changed the base game as a whole. You've changed the core of the game as a whole, and it doesn't necessarily make any sense to run this kind of business model and then put a fucking price tag in front of it. So overall, Nintendo, fix your fucking online for the love of God. I would like to play a game where I can actually play normally rather than just having some fucking Ganondorf up smash the entire game and win because I can't shield because the game decided to pause and fucking load up from the lag that I'm having with my 500 ping opponent. That would genuinely be really, really nice and probably not aggravate like the entire fan base. So, just a thought. Keep that in mind, Nintendo. I would really, really like you guys to actually listen to the people that are purchasing your products. Because even with Super Mario 3D All-Stars, you technically didn't. You just emulated the whole shit, and you can't even press down lightly on the right trigger in order to fucking walk around and shoot Flood in Super Mario Sunshine. For whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys didn't do that. Makes no fucking sense to me. But Nintendo, listen to your fucking fan base for once, please. If you guys liked this video, then please give it a like. If you disliked it, then dislike it. If you did like it, however, why not subscribe? It helps me out, lets me grow, lets me become a better YouTuber, the works. Let me know whether or not you agree or disagree in the comments section below. I would love to talk to all of you guys, and I want to hear everyone's opinion. And overall, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.